The 2-1 favourite in the ring at the moment. He's a dog that is showing real good early pace in recent races, and he's turning into a real champion, this fellow. In 3 here we have Advantage Johnny, owned by Joe Gregg and Joe Devoy, trained by Owen McKenna, son of Larkill Joe and Luckil Angel, one of the 2 what you call early pace dogs here in the final. And this fellow in trap 3, now he also would prefer to be further out, inclined to run wide. On the occasions that he's been in 3, he has moved out to the trap 5 position on the run-up. Now he's getting more experience all the time. Perhaps he'll hold his middle line here. We don't know, but he has good early pace, and if he leads around that corner, he's going to take a bit of catching. He's 8-1. In 4 then is Shelburne Aston, owned by the Hare Curtin Montgomery Syndicate, trained by Pat Curtin, the son of Just the Best and Queen Survivor. And Queen Survivor has already thrown a winner of this stake here, world class in the past. And well, Shelburne Aston will complete a great double there for Brian King, who bred these, and John Marks. But Pat Curtin, I know, has had a real tilt at the market with this fella. 33-1, he's in at the long odds. He'll collect a small fortune if this dog wins here. That's Shelburne Aston, big finisher. In 5 then is College Causeway. I can't believe the 5-1 in the ring about this fellow, owned by Mike McKenna and trained by Pat Buckley, son of Go Wild Teddy and College Tina, winner of the Ladbroke 600 here. He was also in the Easter Cup final, where he finished 3rd behind Tara Kenny, a fast finishing 3rd at that, and his early pace has improved. This one is going to run a very big race. And in 6, Midwest Blue, the smashing greyhound here, trained by Michael O'Donovan for the Tip Midwest Syndicate. They're based around the Gurtnahoe area, a son of Druppies Maldini and Middle Honcho. He's a very good record. He wasn't a flashy pup. He started and improved with every race, and has turned now into a high class tracker, winner of 8 of his 16. He'll also be absolutely motoring from halfway. It's a brilliant final, a great lineup for this one. The runners are now making their way towards traps for this final of the Boylesports Champion Stakes. But that betting is very interesting. The money really coming for Killahan Fanter. The boys are here in force from County Kerry for this one, but they also have 5 College Causeway. Both of these are owned by the McKennas from the Abbey Dorney area in Kerry, trained by Pat Buckley in Capelwhite and Tipperary. There we see College Causeway now. This 5-1, I honestly can't believe the 5-1 on offer if he gets his run early. But as I already said, Advantage Johnny just could cause a bit of crowding by moving wide on his way to the corner. If he does that, Killahan Fanter and Tara Kenny are going to get the freedom of the inside for themselves, going up to that vital opening corner. But of course, all this is a prelude to the Paddy Power Irish Derby, which starts here on Wednesday week. The entries close on Monday. The draw will be made next Thursday. And all these 6 dogs, they're all in high up in the betting. This is unusual about this final, actually. Very few finals do you get something that's what we call a rag, a 25-1 or 33-1 chance in it. There's nothing in this one. The longest prize is 9-1. The shortest is 2-1. They all have chances here. As we see there, Tara Kenny bidding to get another major prize for Paul Hennessy and PJ Fahy. That's Peter Meany there leading him, and Peter has led a good few winners in the last year or 2 for the Hennessy kennel. There we see Bridget Curtin with Shelburne Aston. Shelburne Aston, the Brian King had this fellow. Shelburne Aston has sold him on now to Pat Curtin, and Pat is doing very, very well with him. A dog that looked like being a 6-fender, but is turning out to be very formidable, over 550. Runners now going to traps for the final of the Boylesports Champion Stakes. Half the field now in traps. 1, 3 and 5 have been loaded. Now 2, 4 and 6 are going in. And very shortly we'll know the answer to the big question. The winner of the Boylesports Champion Stakes final. There's Michael O'Donovan, Curly Mike, putting in 6 Midwest Blue. So they're all in traps for the final of the Boylesports Champion Stakes. Signal given, the bell about to sound. There's the bell. The final of the Boylesports Champion Stakes. In 1 is Tara Kenny, 2 Killahan Fanter, 3 Advantage Johnny, 4 Shelburne Aston, 5 College Causeway, and 6 is Midwest Blue, as the hare now comes up behind traps, ready for all. And away they go, and it's number 3, well out Advantage Johnny, but 2 on his inside, Killahan Fanter, and Killahan Fanter leads into the corner. It's 2 Killahan Fanter from 3 in 2nd place, Advantage Johnny. Then comes 4 Shelburne Aston, he's a major danger to the ball. Back in 3rd, and Midwest Blue now showing pace in 4th, heading into the 3rd bend, and 2 Killahan Fanter, 3 on the outside, Advantage Johnny. Then comes 6 Midwest Blue, running a huge race in 3rd, and closing right up onto the final bend. 2 Killahan Fanter, 3 Advantage Johnny. Here's Shelburne Aston on the far side, and Shelburne Aston gets up on the final strides. Number 4 Shelburne Aston gets up from 2 Killahan Fanter in the last strides of it. 5 College Causeway also came with a huge run, but Shelburne Aston back to 33-1 before the opening round has landed a massive touch here for the trainer Pat Curtin and his associates. Shelburne Aston, the son of Just the Best and Queen Survivor. I know a lot about this breed because we bred Queen Survivor ourselves, Fonzie King and Seamus Graham and myself, and this time here tonight 29-71 as we see it again. And there you see number 2, Killahan Fanter, leading around the corner from 3 Advantage Johnny, 4 back in third, Shelburne Aston. And watch him, he got into a lovely position there in the bend. As 2, Killahan Fanter cutting it out. Now 6, Midwest Blue came with the run here and took third place from Shelburne Aston at this point, and he looked the likely winner here until checking wide outside number 3, Advantage Johnny, coming off the last bend. But suddenly Shelburne Aston unleashed that powerful late run to get up there on the line. Number 4, Shelburne Aston. What a winner there as we see him coming out of traps. Came out a bit crooked, so did 3 Advantage Johnny. They're racing to the bend. 5 College Causeway missed it completely tonight, and so did 6 Midwest Blue. But into the bend it's 2 Killahan Fanter running himself out to trap 4 or 5. You see how wide Advantage Johnny goes into the bend, but it's 2 Killahan Fanter. Looked a winner here until suddenly I saw number 4 Shelburne Aston in second place, and then he looked at, now watch coming up the straight. This is where it all changed in those last few strides, and Shelburne Aston gets up on the far side and grabs victory and the €40,000 prize, and some say in the region of, well, 150 or 200,000 might have been taken out of the ring on this dog Shelburne Aston. As we see, there's Bridget Curtin bringing back Shelburne Aston. Smile on her face tells the story. This dog was bought by Pat Curtin for the syndicate and from Brian King, and this is the 3rd winner that Brian King has bred of this Champion Stakes in recent years. It was world class, of course, then there was Never Give Up, and now Shelburne Aston. So I think John Marks and Brian King will be sort of taking over this particular race in future, as we see there.